Hey guys, how are you doing? Well, the first fight's already over, it looks like. Looks like I missed it. Am I live yet? I don't even know yet. Alright, let's see. Awesome. Hey guys, how are you doing? Well, the first fight's already over, it looks like. Looks like I missed it. Am I live yet? I don't even know yet. What's up, guys? Well, I hope they show some replays, because I didn't actually get to see the fight at all. Chat, let me bust the chat out here. There we go. What's up, guys? What's up, Self-Made? ZSJ, what up, bro? So, in between, I guess I should have put that in the title. Maybe I can still fix that. I don't know. I don't know how to fix that. That's okay. We're going to be watching some fights in between, too. Obviously, it's still pretty early for the other fights to be starting. I don't know what they're saying about this kid either. Let's see. Give me some volume, guys.
You're not going to waste your time on fighters that you don't think can make it to where you want them to go. Tell us a little bit about the link up with John.
I've known John for years, obviously through amateurs and when he was boxing for Scotland, and then he approached me and I said,
oh, well, how you guys doing? Yikes. Alright, who's next on the card? I wonder. But in the meantime, we're actually going to be watching some other shit. Let's kind of go down here. We're going to be watching a little Canelo bullshit. Because that fight was just announced, right? So we're going to watch Daniel Jacobs fight with Canelo a little bit until the next fight starts, because I don't really want to listen to their commentary. We're not just going to sit here like dumbasses or nothing. Or should we watch some Bivol first? Yeah, maybe we should watch some Bivol first. Let's get one of those guys open. Lenin Castillo. So this is on my little watch list of things to see in terms of film study for these guys. Oh, man. Yeah. What's going on over there? Super, super sad, man. Awful. Really, really awful. Stand with Ukraine. Fuck Trump. Fuck Putin. Those fucking idiots, you know, not to get all crazy political and stuff, but a lot of beautiful art coming out of there in the form of boxing from, you know, Lomachenko, Usyk, and, you know, their whole team just changing boxing overnight, right? They're just, you know, probably the most important thing to come out of the most important thing for boxing in, you know, maybe ever. You know, we went through that whole like decade of where everyone was trying to be Floyd Mayweather, and boxing was dying. Boxing sucked, man. And you know, we get one Lomachenko, and then, poof, you know, Joshua versus Hrgovic, Joyce. I think Joyce is a good fighter. I think Joyce has a lot of talent. I think that he's got a real opportunity to make a statement and to be a dominant force as a heavyweight. I don't think he's quite there yet, but I think he's close. But I do think Joyce is very, very good. At the moment, I think Joshua beats them all. I think Hrgovic sucks. I think that guy's not very good. I think he's very Wing Chun-like. I think he's just not great. Not great. Easy to read. So in the meantime, I guess we're going to watch a little bit of Bivol, and I'll talk through the comments and stuff. Very 21st century. Very Lomachenko, right? Coming out and they're touching gloves, and they're not even being friendly about it. They're like, "Nah, bro, I'm gonna hit you in the face. Nah, bro, I'm gonna hit you in the face." Right? First thing in the fight that happens, right? Direct relation to Lomachenko. So beautiful work here already. Now this is one of the reasons why Bivol is gonna be so goddamn hard to fight for Canelo. Canelo is not a boxer. Okay? Canelo is a striker. And Bivol is a pure boxer. Pure boxer. All the things that people thought about Mayweather about being a boxer, that's this guy, right? Mayweather was trying to be like a, not catch and counter style, but counter style, striker, right? But he just didn't have very good striking. Bivol is just straight boxing, constantly on and off the line with you, not waiting to just intercept you, right? Out of Benavidez, Charlo, and Bivol, is Bivol the toughest fight for Canelo? I don't know what the fuck Benavidez can do. I don't know what Benavidez can do. I have no idea. I can't seem to... Number one, I can't find his fights anywhere. I have seen very little of his training. From what it looks like, he can do a lot of decent stuff, but I just don't know what Benavidez can do. I don't think Charlo is super dangerous. He's big and he hits hard, but I think he's going to get hit. He's going to get clipped. And he's a striker, right? He's trying to do like the Mayweather style striking. So he likes to wait on the line, and like he caught, what's that guy's name? Who's a very good fighter. Kind of went downhill after he won his title though, after he beat Hurd. Julian Williams, good fighter, very talented. But very sitting on the line, Charlo, and pulling off and trying to find the shots or whatever. So I don't think that style can really compete with Canelo. That's like tailor made for him, except that Charlo's big. I thought originally that Canelo would be able to beat Better Beef because they're the same. They're the same, except that Canelo's a little bit smaller and a little bit faster. But I think Bivol's just got the striking advantage against him, or not Bivol, Better Beef. So I think Better Beef beats him down. But I think that Bivol is going to beat him down too, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not 100%, but I'm going to have to do a lot of film study, and that's why we're doing this in the middle, right? Actually, let me see where we are. Okay, some fighters about to make it out. So we're going to pause the... let's go ahead and do the round. They won't start fighting yet, but we're going to watch the women's fight and then do that stuff. Bivol versus Canelo, the judges win. Yeah. To be honest... Bivol does make the fights a little closer than they should be, right? Where's the counters here? Bivol eats a body shot here, gets controlled by the leaping left hook-ish thing, right? This is right here, that's Canelo's bread and butter, right? You can just hear him scream, "Uys!" right? When he throws that shot, land a body shot right there, but Bivol coming forward, and look at him putting the pressure on this guy, right? Feinting back foot, right? That's a stepping jab from the back foot. He's feinting that. He can throw that now. Crossing the guy's line. Now he's over here. And look at him, defending the line with the rear hand. Very, very, very important. Back foot. Back to the back foot, and then crouching, right? Giving him, changing levels. I don't like that term. He's just finishing his position, but getting all the way toward the back foot. And that's the position he's going to spring out to throw his jab, right? When he wants to kind of cock it and throw it with the big step, right? Kind of similar to here, right? Front foot, front foot. He's penduluming and then stepping hard with that jab from the back foot to the body. But using the kind of momentum of those stepping and this movement of his to kind of jump into the shot and get a little bit of extra power, but not compromising his ability with this rhythm here to break rhythm and control, break rhythm and step with the punch, right? So a lot of really good stuff from Bivol, a lot of good timings, and then good timing for defense, right? He wasn't in position to push. Now, I don't like this style, right? Look at how he leans straight back, right? He's not moving his head off the line, but he's moving straight back. He does block both punches and then pendulums and then gets back into position, but I don't like the look of his, yeah, that was J-Rock. I don't like the look of his legs here when he gets into that position. So I don't know how much power he carries in his legs, but he's pretty big up top. You know, Bivol's not like a small guy, you know. And again, this right here, this kind of movement on the line and off, this bending in the leg, I think that's something that Canelo may be able to exploit by circling him and penduluming. We're going to have to see how good he is at Lomachenkoing someone, because Bivol is going to dominate Canelo on the line. He is going to dominate him. This might even look at most points in the fight, unless Bivol gets stopped, like a mismatch. Like, really, Canelo's going to be really out of his depth fighting this guy. But anyway, Bivol coming forward, controlling the line, and able to attack, right? Up, down, right? Multiple little opportunities to attack, right? Drawing his opponent's guard up, drawing his guard down, right? And his opponent's doing the right thing. He's trying not to react too much, trying to get control of the line by bringing his gloves together, right? Now, I want to say that Canelo's pretty decent coming forward using his rear hand to guard the line. He's decent. The only thing that he doesn't really do is have a way to fluidly incorporate his lead right hand into it. Oh, beautiful. Now, gets onto the front foot, stepping, pendulum, boom. He's getting caught right here. This is exactly the way that you need to fight Canelo. Okay? You have to get control of his pendulum. You have to be able to interrupt it, and you have to be able to catch him with a hard shot. Now, look at how, I know this guy's fat, okay? I know this guy's fat. Canelo Kovalev and the Bivol Isaac Chilemba. I watch those fights because that's how the fight will play out. You think so? Maybe. I'm going to have to see what, I don't know about the Kovalev fight, because Kovalev can't throw left hooks. He's not very good at that. And he was scared about the position one attack from Canelo, the big leaping left hook the whole fight. So, I don't know. There was a lot of weird stuff about that fight, so. But this guy so far got some decent body mechanics, some decent stuff, some decent tools to gauge Bivol with, right? I know this guy's not as fast, but also Canelo's not as big either. Hold on, is that women's fight starting right now? It probably is, huh? Am I missing it? Oh, I'm missing it. Oh, I'm such a dummy. All right, let's get to the fight. I missed the whole round? Okay. I'm going to turn the sound on, and we're going to be watching that now.
Right, so that's you done.
Okay, great commercial.
I'll go get some cash.
Don't worry. I take card now.
Ooh.
Finished.
No contract, no monthly costs, just easy, flexible payments. Sum up, make your business official.
Johnny Edwards and Jimmy Lee in Ebony Jones's corner. Decent opener.
Yeah, you see Ebony Jones there just coming in, staying low, springing up that left hook,
shot there.
and then staying low on the way out.
It's the black and white of Ebony Jones from Portsmouth.
Very
She's come up a long
aggressive,
way. She doesn't mind it one little bit. She wishes she was fighting every week in with Effie Kathapuli.
Sound off, that's killing me. All right, real low, not really fainting, kind of just jumping in with the probing shot to cross the line with the rear hand. Oh, and walking her into that shot like a dog. Pretty good right there. Man, I got to learn their names. Jones. Oh, man. Okay, red and blue. I don't know which one's which. Jones. Okay. Ooh, I don't know if that was a headbutt right there, but the shorter girl, the blonde girl, got her with something. Nice little step around right there after her right hand probe, going under the line and then finding a left hook. Now, I want to point out, the 2-minute rounds really helped the pace of the fight, because you really got to go in there, right? So it makes it a little faster, a little more this, a little more active guard and stuff too, right? Notice if people also are less less worried about getting knocked out by their opponent, they'll cross the line more, right? So each of these gals doing a pretty good job with their active guard, moving around. A lot of head movement with the punches, so it's pretty fun. But neither of them too sharp, you know. A lot of striking attempts. Trying to roll under the line from the black trunks. And not really keeping her hands up there. So tough to interact with the line. So continuing to get hit over the top with those punches over and over again. A lot of pivoting on her front foot too. Oh man, that was fast. Okay, so Jones is in the red corner. Ebony Jones. Okay, whoa. That's quite a name for someone who looks like that, but... Alright, I have no idea who that guy is, guys, so... Decent shot, getting her head off the line. Ooh, getting pretty decent power into that shot, too. Almost a nice pull counter off the line, but she looks like she re-entered a little bit too early and wound up getting caught anyway. Where's that chat box at? Okay, here it is. All right, I'm guessing it's round 3 now. Little foot feints there. And Jones trying to come in over the top with the right hand again. Oh, beautiful work. So Jones definitely feeling like she has the advantage when her opponent comes forward. And again, I'm not going to say her name. Being able to slip to that back foot and set stuff up. Pretty good head movement there. Settling down a little bit, not punching with each one. So maybe she's going to walk her into something a little bit bigger now. Oh, almost walks her right into that shot. Now, okay, Catterall stepping with a lot of her shots right here. And even though Jones doesn't have control of the line, she's not really feinting or probing. She's stepping as well. She's able to time the blue corner with that overhand right quite a bit. Yes, as we can see, blue corner stepping with that shot, with that jab each time. Pretty easy to time for Jones, but this girl is just so much bigger than her. If she can't stop her, she can't hurt her. It's going to just wear her down having to defend those punches. And it's nothing for the blue corner to come in with an easy 1-2, tap, tap, right? Tap, tap. And she just has to keep interacting with her. So again, that move right there, slipping to the front foot and coming back with the hook, takes a lot of energy. And if you're not getting the power, the dividend out of it, it's going to be just more and more taxing, right? Now, if she can start connecting, catch her over the top, especially before she throws the right hand, she can capture her opponent's weight transition inside her line as well. Ooh. And again, very good head movement from Jones here. Just not creating any space with her probing, right? She's not controlling the space with the lead hand. So every single time she meets the blue corner on the line, every single time she has to engage, she has to fight. And it's, you know, we mostly train boxing going forward, right? So it's on average just going to be a little harder to go backwards. Not like a big deal or anything, but yeah. Is it live now? Yeah, the fight's live now. I don't actually know who Zhang Zili actually is. IBF Final Eliminator. I don't know who that guy is. Is he the really giant Korean guy? I don't know if he's Korean. Don't quote me on that. I have no idea. But yeah, Miss Ebony Jones here doing a really good job in the fight so far. But being forced to engage too often, right? Catching her with that shot. I think she had a little bit of lead hand control before that clip started and doing a great job of getting to the front foot, getting to the back foot. When she baits attacks to the back foot, she can roll to the front foot, and all her opponent's weight has just moved to that position, right? So she can gain a lot of space, but it takes a lot of weight transitions to do that while your opponent's throwing straight punches, which take almost no energy, right? So just thinking about like the economy of those motions. Ooh, trying to cut the ring off. And again, Catterall has to continue stepping forward, so she's very, very susceptible to that lead right hand of her opponent's, that lead rear hand. That sounds so stupid to say it like that. But even doing a decent job, looked like she caught that shot first, the jab, and then tried to counter over the top of it. But is it enough to keep her opponent off of her, right? She has such a size disadvantage that she may not be getting the value out of these punches she needs to continue scoring or outpointing her opponent, who just taps her on the inside, right? Not really getting a lot of weight into her shots. She looks like a beast, man. She is huge. Her legs are so big, but I'm not sold that she's like a very good puncher, to be honest. And obviously Jones is not hurting her, so I'm not going like, oh, she's a great puncher too. But decent technique. Ooh, excuse me. Decent head movement as well. I want to say she's doing a lot of things right. But yeah, she's starting to tire. She's starting to slow down a little bit. And the taller, bigger, harder to fight fighter is just going to be able to stand on the line and throw straight punches at her at the end of this, maybe. So maybe at the end of the... Maybe toward the end of the fifth. I think Jones might start taking some heavy punishment. Oh, is she backing up? She hurt her? Oh. So, susceptible to the same exact attack, right? Now, neither one of them have the ability, really, to get to the front foot and control space, right? The only time they ever get to the front foot, one of them stepping with their jab, and both of them with throwing the rear hand, right? So we'll see if Jones is going to be able to keep the pace, okay? Because, again, having to, every time your opponent jumps on the line with you, having to cross the line, throw a power shot, and then cross the line again, and all your opponent did was just step with their jab a little bit, it's going to put you behind on your stamina, right? Especially, like, I mean, I can't remember who that lady is, but she fought the soccer mom and knocked her out in, like, 5 seconds. But she's been championing the idea of having 3-minute rounds in the women's sport, and it just needs to be done. You know, it just needs to be done. Yeah, I think actually, you know, the UFC doing 5-minute rounds, brilliant. 5 minutes is damn hard. But it takes a little bit out of that sprinter ability out, right? We don't want more fights like Rigondeaux. We want less fights like Rigondeaux, even though it's going to be easier to have more athletes like Rigondeaux in the future. Like, I'm not saying that that's going to be a problem in the women's division. Usually when women say they want to be fighters, they want to be this, they really have to work for it. They don't just got to go to the gym and practice and just accidentally be better than anyone. So they come to fight, you know. No, that's a bad analogy, but you don't get to pretend, right? You got to go in there and fight. And I don't know. I've never seen any women try to be Floyd Mayweather. It looks like they all want to smack each other pretty hard. Like one of the greatest female fights that I've ever seen. I don't even know if I've seen the whole thing, but it's that the knockout, Ann Wolf's knockout of that one lady just obliterates her. So there we go. Jones starting to slow down on the inside and landing that overhand right that she landed, but then being stuck on the line, not being able to get off the line with the left hook now. So she's starting to slow down a little bit, starting to show a little bit of wear, and she's still beating her on first contact, right? She's still like starting the engagements well, but getting stuck on the line more and more. It's looking like if Catterall doesn't step it up a little bit and maybe go to the body the last 30 seconds, maybe she's not going to get her opponent to slow down enough to win. Because this actually hasn't been such a bad round, I don't think, for Jones, even though I talked through most of it. Again, she's doing pretty decently on first contact, but when she goes aggressive, she has that height disadvantage, and that jab, when she steps with it, she's just stuck on the same side of the line, and it's getting caught with that overhand right. So I think almost every single time she winds up going first, right? Okay, there was a controlling right hand right there, trying to catch, but again, getting countered right there with even mid-engagement there. So some of that stuff not looking very good for her. Craig Lewis on Teofimo Lopez. Yo, I think I slept through that card. I think I had to rewatch the Teofimo Lopez Kambosos fight because I think I slept through it. That's usually my habit. If I didn't sleep through that fight, I know I slept through the fight before it. Yeah. So I'd have to go back and rewatch that. But is he undefeated? Chinese guy? Ooh, there you go. Getting caught right there. All right. Sixth and final round just about to start. Oh, man, coming out firing. I hope she doesn't burn through her reserves of energy. Because, again, she's landing that right hand every time and then right into the left hook every single time, and her opponent just not stopping her at all. But very susceptible to the counters. Ooh. There you go. You got to get off the line. Boxing has 3 stages, right? Where you got to get on the line, you got to make your strike, and then you got to get off the line. Okay? It's very, very important. You can't hit and not get hit if you skip any of those strategies. Okay? You just have to do that stuff. And it doesn't look like Jones has a lot of exit strategies for the line. Ooh. But doing a good job with their stamina, keeping a pace on the round. I don't really know who's winning the round because I wasn't really scoring it because, again, I'm talking and shit. But oh, good. Nice, like, pendulum motion right there. Nice little probing right hand into a rolling undershot into the left hand. A lot of talent from Jones here. A lot of opportunity. I didn't really see a lot from her opponent, but her opponent still may have won the fight simply by being bigger and tougher and being able to kind of, I don't want to say bully her, but actually, I can't remember that lady's name, but I thought she was pretty good, actually. I thought she was a pretty good fighter. She's been knocking out a lot of chicks. I think she's a Hispanic lady. But yeah, I'm blanking on her name right now. But every time I see her, I make sure to stay awake for her fights. Very, very exciting. Big fan. So that was a pretty good fight, to be honest. I think that the women are not getting the recognition, from the boxing public for as entertaining as their fights are. Because I don't actually remember any female fights in recent history that I've managed to watch that I've not enjoyed. Dewey Cooper had a girl fight like a month ago, maybe, or a couple weeks. I'm not sure. And annihilate that lady. Like, oof, really, really good striking. Yeah, 5 minutes allows the fight to develop a flow for the fight. Clinching and 2-minute round stop. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, if you got to be in the ring with someone for 5 minutes, it's tough to clinch and hold them for 5 minutes, right? But is that, like, realistic too? I don't know. But, yeah, it'd be nice if something changed. Or, like, even just having, like, odd rounds, right? Like, I think that that's, like, definitely the way to go. So you don't have a draw, right? You have more concise. Either you won it by 2 rounds, right? Or you didn't win, Or I guess it would still only be 1, right? You could do 7 and 7 and 1. But anyway, I would like that a lot. So maybe like going to 11 rounds instead of 12, or would it be 13 for the championship round? I don't know. That all sounds weird too, though, right? Changing how many rounds. I mean, they did it before, right? But oh shit. Oh damn it! I missed it. Who won, guys? I wasn't even paying attention. I was just talking. God damn it. All right. Let's go ahead and watch. Whoops, not that one. That Bivol stuff. Oh yeah, I don't know. Let's see. All right. So, Bivol doing a pretty good job controlling the line. Now, here's his opponent's pendulum step, right? Stepping forward, trying to box with Bivol. So this guy, not too bad. He's undefeated, yeah. Controlling the line. Bivol coming forward with the feints and the probes, right? Trying to find opportunities to land some shots. Yeah, I probably will. I'll do it later. Think he's any good? I haven't seen him fight. And maybe if I have, I don't remember it because I looked at like 10 seconds. If he sucks, then I probably didn't, you know. Good shot. One. Pulls, right? And I can't tell if Bivol's getting hit right there. But on the line, off the line, it looks like he gets clipped, right? And then back on the line with his own 1-2. But I think he gets dominated in this sequence here. Yeah, I do think he gets hit, right? And then gets hit with the left hook there too. Bivol showing him a little bit of respect. Oh, you won't land any more punches for the rest of the fight for that. All right. So again, Bivol coming out. And look at how high his hands are, right? Very, very nice control of the line. Really, really a big fan of his style. And his rear hand in a position to interact with his opponent's jab, right? Now, front foot, back foot. Front foot, back foot. And he's penduluming with these little motions, right? Dragging his feet here. Yeah. They always come to fight, though. At least no one goes there to try to win. I don't want to say no one tries to win on the scorecards, but, you know. But, penduluming with each of these motions, right? Every time he drags his weight forward and then jumping into his big stepping jab. Again, he's just so good at finding a way onto the line, finding the holes. But not always the best fighter on the inside, okay? And like that's really interesting thing about this fight is because is Benavidez kind of known as an inside fighter? Like what does Benavidez do that's so great, right? Again, I haven't seen a lot of his stuff. Beautiful work from Bivol. And now, again, I really don't like this move here. Pulling straight back, right? And then off the line, on the line, catch, countering, and he pendulums into that shot and finds a body shot. Beautiful work. Now, even though his opponent gets beat, he still gets some information himself here with his lead hand jabbing at his opponent's head, right? He can still figure out where that spot's going to be next time so he can counter him if he goes for a similar attack, which Bivol only has similar attacks. That's like his only punch right there, right? No, he's got like the jab and the 1-2. He's got the 1-2-3, right? Bivol, you're gonna have to start. You're gonna have to start countering. Coming forward, one, boom, counter, and then getting countered. So, not super hard to time, especially because Bivol's coming forward, stepping, right? He is coming forward on that timing, and you can always see him approaching the line, right? Maybe I haven't had to see those ones, but I've been seeing some bangers of a fights. Savannah Marshall. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of blatant holding. Most of the commission have it in their rules, but yeah, no one enforces it. So his opponent doing a good job here of drawing him into the line and countering him with the hook there, right? His opponent's not even doing a bad job boxing him. interacting with Bivol's sequences pretty well, setting up decent sequences himself. Maybe Bivol's defenses are not as impenetrable as we all think, right? Oh, savage, bro. Savage. Countering the jab. Now, pretty good move here from his opponent. Jabbing here, pulling, getting his head off the line from the counter, right? Timing it pretty well. Almost getting caught with the hook there. Oh, the fight was a draw? Yeah, I can see that. Thank you, Jet. Appreciate it. I guess the stream is pretty far back. When's the next fight starting? Oh, pretty soon. Who's this guy? How much more time we got in this round here? Just started halfway. Okay. We're going to go back to the fight now. They're going to be introducing people and yeah, let's see. You mean that? Okay. Is that fight still playing? No? Okay. All right, next fight's about to start, so we're back to that. And I think they called everybody's names already. Donovan. Usually Bivol's pretty good with pressure, I think. Usually he gets his head off the line pretty well, like stepping off the line or whatever. He's got some decent counters too, but I don't know. That's why we're watching the fights. We're going to see. But Canelo's very limited in the kind of pressure he can apply too. It's not like he's like this great boxer, right? He's a great striker. He's gotten pretty good at striking recently, and if he hadn't gotten good at striking recently for some odd reason, if he hadn't started learning to throw a punch a little better at the end of his career, you know, is it? That sucks. I wonder why it's like that. It was fine the other day. Let me close some stuff. Actually, round is starting, so I'll have to figure it out after. Okay. All right. Donovan with a massive size advantage. What the hell is this? Donovan, the real deal, is just huge. Crossing the line, stepping with his jab, getting in there pretty easily, and easily just taking one step off the line and being a mile away from his seemingly super overmatched opponent. Like, this guy is obviously there to get knocked out. Doing a decent job of controlling the line, and Donovan not keeping his right glove up, right? He doesn't have control of the line, and Mr. Serbin able to find a little bit of offense with his left hand in there. I think he found a left hook on the inside, so maybe he can slip to the inside and catch him with the leaping hook, as Donovan feels pretty comfortable keeping his lead hand down. He probably doesn't have to fight a lot of guys who are as big as him. He gets to... How does this guy make weight for this fight? What weight is this? Jesus. But Donovan not looking like a huge puncher, though. Kind of stepping with the jab a little bit, try to cross the line right there and pivot on the front foot and gets caught. Okay, so again, pivoting on the front foot, very, very bad idea. A little bit of head movement from this guy, but he doesn't know where his hands go when he gets across the line. Or maybe he does know and he hasn't trained it. Oh, almost getting caught with the jab from Serbin. So Serbin, in spite of the fact that he just looks massively outsized in this fight, I want to say fighting pretty well. getting a little bit of lead foot dominance, stepping on the inside for some reason, allowing his opponent to circle around him. I'm not sure. Now, every time he gets lead foot dominance, Donovan's throwing the uppercut here. But I want you to think about the idea of last fight, right? With Ebony Jones, a lot of interaction, not a lot of lead hand control, not a lot of probing, right? And this guy, Donovan, feels so comfortable just letting his hands go. He's not really, he's scoring. He's controlling the distance. He's controlling the space between him and his opponent with these punches, but he's not really getting any value out of them, right? There's not a lot of actual punches landing, but he's still using actual energy to, well, that was a good shot, but now finding himself, in a position in which he might be attacked. So we got about 30 seconds left. Now, this is only a 6-rounder, but Donovan does have to do this for 3 minutes a round. So we'll see how well Serbin can hold up. He's not really getting hit by a lot of stuff, but he's also not giving the kind of pressure that's really going to allow him to land a shot against Donovan either. So either one of them still have the opportunity to step up, but Donovan, obviously the favorite, right? The one who's more likely to have his needs facilitated in the fight than his opponents. Because again, his opponent, much, much smaller. No problem, bro. Yeah, I wonder why the stream is all funny. Do I have multiple streams open? I don't think so. All right. Round 2. Man, that guy's head looks like shit already. He's already red. Now he's penduluming in and getting across the line now and getting a little bit of lead foot dominance. Maybe he'll be able to set the kind of pressure up that he needs to either land a good punch or get hit by a good Wing Chun shot from this guy. And again, Donovan throwing a lot of punches. Okay, a little bit of probing from the rear hand there. Again, he's not going to be able to just throw punches for 6 rounds. Well, I mean, maybe he can. I don't know. He doesn't have to throw them probably that hard because he's fighting a little kid, right? Like, doesn't it look like he's picking on his little brother? Poor guy. Almost finding a home for that shot after his right hook to the body, almost finding his own left hook to the head. But Donovan's starting to control the space with some probes now, right? Maybe going to be finding an opportunity to... Oh, I missed it. Nice sharp counter. Timestamp. But Donovan might start to find a way to make enough energy. That was kind of low. But he might start finding enough space in the round to start setting some good shots up. I mean, some that are not to the dick like that, but similarly, if he can create enough space and catch that guy stepping on his front foot, boom, getting to the front foot, trying to get across the line, right? And again, as a southpaw, you usually learn the rules of boxing faster than your opponent, who may be just a regular orthodox fighter. So a lot of advantages for this guy. Oh, he's really stepping it up now too. A lot of control right there. I don't know why he tried to hold his head. He could have caught him with a shot. Serbin allowing him to slip his weight to the front foot now, and he's starting to put a little bit more weight inside that right hook there. Landing a few more times to the body, a few more times to the head. And I don't know if they just told him he better do something or they're going to stop it, but maybe they should. Because he really ain't getting anything done right now. Yeah, Donovan's just allowed to cross the line whenever he wants. Serbin, in spite of the fact that he's the one, quote-unquote, coming forward, he's not interacting with his opponent at all. 6-minute delay? What? On my stream? Oh, between the fight. Okay. I can restart my stream. Yeah, I probably have to refresh my stream. I can, if I do that though, then I'm not going to be where I was. Anyway, that's okay. Who cares? Let's restart. Okay.
A few minutes ago, here is.
All right, Taylor's here. Uh-oh. No thanks. Don't need that. All right, you guys gonna get back to the fight or what? All right, Donovan still looking like a pretty boy. That crazy ass huge tattoo. My God, he is huge. Again, one of the strategies: pay someone from a lower division to move up and fight you, get them ranked or whatever, and oh, they got a similar ranking in this weight division, so they move them up. I don't know if that works like that, but feels like it. How else do you get mismatches like this? So we're in round 3, Donovan versus Serbin. All right, he threw like 3 punches right there, right? Might have been only 1. All right, trying to time him coming in on that jab. And very afraid to get his weight to the front foot. Donovan doing a decent job of controlling him with some of those probes, but still a lot of punches. Notice he controls him and then takes a step off the line, right? Opens up himself a little bit of space and then off the line. Pretty, I don't want to say veteran move. Everyone should learn how to do that like the first time that they spar. But able to create a little bit of space, an opportunity for him to change positions where his opponent may not be looking to counter him back. Oh, beautiful shot. Drawing him in with the probe and then countering him with his hook. Now, Donovan, it looks like because he doesn't really cross the line or transition his weight super well, he doesn't have very exaggerated positions. Again, he's fighting like a little kid, right? He's fighting someone who's so much smaller than him. His head doesn't really move very far, right? And it's lower than his line on top of it. So it's very easy for him to get his weight into all those positions. He doesn't change positions a lot. So, with that said, his punch technique looks like shit. He doesn't really get a lot of power into his punch. In spite of the fact that he has this massive size advantage against his opponent. Because he doesn't understand probably where his head is supposed to be when he throws his punch, or where it's supposed to be when he ends. What's up, Chief? How you doing, bro? Z Boobas? The Boobas? Using that little shot right there, like Shakur Stevenson, right? Slide into the lead right hand and then throw the left hand and then throw the right hook real quick. Now, using that same move to kind of slip and peel around. Who's fighting in the UFC tonight? I don't even know who's fighting. Little good counters there, some decent stuff. Control with the lead hand, good work. Gives him space to cross the line, doesn't do anything with it though. And I don't know why it looks like the last 4 or 5 engagements he's just been trying to land that uppercut. But again, not really using his feints and probes to change positions. Really is happy with landing the same straight right hand and left hook-ish thing over and over again, even though he's not getting a lot of power. By all these fights? No. I have the DAZN thing, and I have some of the other apps or whatever. But like the pay-per-views? Nah. They always wind up on Dailymotion and YouTube anyway. All right, going into round... Is this round 4? I think so. All right, jumping right into the line, right into his pendulum and getting kind of left crossed, I'll say. It's not really a left hook, kind of a slapping like left jab thing. But Donovan not really having to move his head much right now, not really having to do anything but control this guy and kind of tag him as he comes in. A little bit of lead hand control from this guy. Oh, but you got to counter when you make those big moves.